pretty strong performances in the first debate. New fundraising numbers show that while Warren still trails Joe Biden, she beat both Harris and Senator Bernie Sanders by raising over $19 million in the second quarter. Garrett Haake is on the ground in New Hampshire, where Warren is campaigning today in a county that went for Clinton in 2016. Garrett, New Hampshire neighbors Massachusetts, Warren's home state. How's she doing with voters there at this stage of the race? And also, these new fundraising numbers, how important are they?
The fundraising numbers are a big deal, Allison. That $19.1 million would have been a big deal no matter how she raised it. But Elizabeth Warren is doing her fundraising differently from most of the top-tier candidates. She's giving up entirely those big, behind-closed-doors fundraising events where people write $2,500, $2,800 checks at a time. And instead, she's doing this in entirely a grassroots basis, almost exclusively online. Her average donation is only $28. And that means that the people who are giving to her now can give to her again and again and again as the primary goes on. So it's not just $19.1 million now, it's the possibility that she could continue to raise that money as the race goes on. And what we've seen so far is, as a candidate looks stronger in this race, they get stronger because Democratic voters really want to see somebody who can beat Donald Trump. Now, how she's doing here in New Hampshire, she didn't start off with much of a boost from being the senator next door, despite the fact that the Boston media market, all of her ads, she's a well-known figure here. She's also got Bernie Sanders as the other senator next door from that other state, Vermont. So far, she's been kind of stuck in a distant third here in New Hampshire, but at this event that's getting started behind me, I was just watching the line to get in. They've got about 700 people lined up. So she's starting to pick up some of that momentum here. This could be a big state for her. She's got more staff in New Hampshire, more staff in Iowa than any other candidate. Elizabeth Warren needs to raise that big money, and she needs to start really strong in this race. But if you're somebody who likes her, you have to like how this last month has gone. She's been going up in the polls. She had that good debate performance. Today, the big fundraising number. You'd probably rather be Elizabeth Warren than almost any of these other candidates right now. Allison?
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.